Yeah, I'm gonna sit
All right.
so I don't look totally fat.
Oh, that's fine.
What are you laughing at, Eric?
Okay, so the first question is, how many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man?
42.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. 42. 42 is the right answer.
Okay. So, how was chemistry used to tame the nuclear crisis in Japan?
I don't know. I don't know that one, what with me being a chemistry major, but I'm guessing a whole bunch of chemists came together and prayed to, like Pascal and Leeuwenhoek and the other chemistry gods, and after sacrificing a, fatted calf, they were able to get the chemistry gods to appease the nuclear crisis in Japan. I think that's how it went. I think that's how it went down. I think.
Yeah. What's your views on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is... Can I say bad words? Because I'm gonna. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is pretty much bullshit. Alright? That's what I have to say about that. I don't think you want to... Alright, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Alright, Mark? Here's the deal. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is bad. They are putting artists in that may have influenced certain subgenres associated with rock and some other music, but they're putting those artists in lieu of artists that are actually rock musicians. Run DMC pioneered rap rock, but they're not rock stars. They're rappers. Rush pioneered progressive rock. They are rock stars, and they're not in. ABBA pioneered the music industry in Sweden, wherever ABBA's from. And Sweden, yeah. And so they could bring other music from Sweden to America. But they're not rock stars. They're pop stars. Kiss introduced the world to painted face shock rock. They're not in. I could go on, but I won't. Because people have told me that this is a bad road to go down. I've actually had days ruined because someone's like, "Hey, Bill, tell me a little bit about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame," and I just get so worked up, and then yeah, it's just bad. Hulk angry.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep track of all my questions. That's that one. Okay, if Batman can't kill, why does he throw razor sharp boomerangs? Or batarangs?
They're batarangs. They're batarangs. Batman throws razor sharp batarangs because he can deal non-lethal damage or use them as tools, even though they're technically lethal weapons. There are individuals that use weapons that could technically be lethal in non-lethal ways. For example, large wooden sticks. You can easily kill somebody with a large wooden stick, but people still wield them in a non-lethal way. Air can be incredibly lethal, but I typically use air in a non-lethal way. Batarangs can be lethal. Batman uses them in non-lethal ways. They're good tools. It's like a pocket knife. Kill somebody with a pocket knife, but I don't. I use my pocket knife to peel oranges and open packages. I like these questions.
What is your most favorite part of the Civil War?
Probably the Civil War part. It's hard to say. I really enjoy the Civil War. I enjoy all of the things about the Civil War. I think the Civil War is a really interesting part in American history, and in fact, it's one of the major reasons for me wanting to get a history minor. I took an academic decathlon class in high school, and the focus was Civil War. And after learning all about the different battles as well as the music and some of the art and the architecture from that era, I was intrigued by that. I think specifically what I'm interested in is what caused the South to secede and why the North so badly wanted them back, because it's a matter of controversy. I mean, people oftentimes say, it's about states' rights, but then people say it's about slavery, and they're like, no, it's just states' rights. And the only states' rights they worried about was the states' rights that prevented them from having slaves. So it's controversial, which is odd. You'd think that people would be more worried about like the fact that people are starving and dying than whether or not the Civil War was about states' rights. But oh well, I just don't think it's interesting. So.
Well, didn't you think they were like cause effect?
I guess. I mean, it really just sort of boils down to which both sides have very good evidence to say, you know, either it was purely slavery or it was purely states' rights. And I would assume that it's somewhere in the middle, that there are a number of people that are like, you know, they're gonna, not only are they gonna do away with slavery, but the central government that the North wants to support is going to do away with a lot of other states' rights. But then I'm pretty sure there are other people that were like, man, I want to have slaves. I don't care about anything else. I don't care if the government makes me tax. You know, I'd be bummed. But really, I'm more interested in the stance on slaves. So I think the correct answer is a good middle of the road. But I'm not smart enough yet to answer it properly.
What is your favorite Reddit section?
Rush. Reddit.com/r/Rush. It's all about Rush. Rush the band. Rush music. No Rush Limbaugh. But, actually, no. Every so often, someone will post a picture of, like, oh, Rush. Oh, no, wrong Rush. And it'll be a picture of Rush Limbaugh. And then I'll be like, oh, man. I thought that was information about the new tour or the new album. But no, it wasn't. It was Rush Limbaugh. And that's why I hate Republicans. No, I'm kidding.
I just going to the website. I'll check with the mail to see if I can add any extra information that may be able to help you out. I'm honestly not sure right now.
Okay. So what would you do if your family is being attacked by Wolverines?
Wolverines or Wolverine the superhero?
I actually don't know. Let's try both.
Okay. My family was being attacked by Wolverines the animal. Remember that wooden staff that I said wasn't lethal but could be used, or was lethal but isn't typically used in a lethal manner? I'd probably use that. I've got a hockey stick that I used to have to turn on and off my TV because I didn't have a remote. So I've gotten really good at, you know, using that for things. So I'd probably defend my family with that and the pocket knife that I also have. I don't have any batarangs, or else I'd use that. No, but I'd probably fight Wolverines off with a wooden stick until we were in some sort of neutral place, and then call animal control. If Wolverine, the superhero, was attacking my family, first I'd have to analyze whether or not this was appropriate, because Wolverine is generally speaking a good guy. I mean, there's sometimes he's a neutral guy, but typically he's a good guy, and so I don't know why he would want to attack my family unless they were doing something bad. So if they were doing something bad, I'd probably say, whoa, Wolverine, let's calm down a little bit here. You can take my family away if they're doing something bad, but, you know, I should probably chill out a little bit. If Wolverine is acting in an evil manner due to some sort of mind control device, or maybe Starro, even though he's DC, well, then I'd have to call in, I don't know, the rest of the X-Men, or S.H.I.E.L.D., or Fantastic Four, maybe even the Hulk, the Avengers, the Defenders.
Awesomeness.
We can go further if you want. We can go deeper. We need to go deeper. Let's see here.
When is the deal where Disney is buying DC Comics?
Oh, you know what?
Going to
Did
happen?
you get these questions from Eric? Because screw Eric. DC, it will never be bought by Disney. Eric. In a show of power and maybe a bad decision, DC bought Marvel. But as of now, there are no negative repercussions. If Disney bought DC and started throwing in their Disney characters into DC Comics, we would have a problem, and it would probably involve a number of angry nerds, like me, going to Disneyland and throwing fruit and batarangs at the pictures of Walt Disney. Because we don't play that way. Batman is Batman, and he doesn't need any help from Mickey Mouse to fight crime. No, he does not deserve a high five for that, Caleb. Do not high five Eric. Don't do it.
Have you ever accidentally... Wait, what? Wait.
I have never accidentally the whole thing.
The whole thing.
I've never accidentally the whole thing. One time I almost accidentally the whole thing. But I've never accidentally the whole thing.
Maybe I should actually read my questions more.
Yeah, see, well, reading them would have been helpful, but I think really where you went wrong the first time was allowing Eric to write some questions down.
Okay. Why is Texas so much better than California?
I'm gonna have to go with barbecue. As much as I am a big fan of California, and Texas has surprisingly less Hawaiian food, Texas has surprisingly... I know, go figure, right? You'd think that Texas, what with being so much closer to Hawaii than California, would have a lot of Hawaiian food. No, but seriously, there's not a lot of barbecue in California. They've got some good burgers I enjoy, In-N-Out, but there's no Sonny Bryan's, there's no Dickies, there's no Red Hot and Blue, there's no, if I want barbecue, Texas is the place to get it. Even though Memphis thinks that it's the place, it's not. It's Texas.
Do you think cats deserve national citizenship? Oh, okay. Do you think cats deserve national citizenship and voting rights?
No. Mostly because cats can't think very well. Unless it's like those cat people from Elder Scrolls or cat people from the David Bowie song. Because then they're like also people. And so maybe then yes. But if they're just regular cats, then no. Plus, cat people put out fires in the David Bowie song. So that's very nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Favorite Rush song and least favorite Rush song?
My favorite Rush song is Farewell to Kings. On Farewell to Kings, it's the first track. It's really cool. Talks about government and such. My least favorite Rush song? It's a trick question because none of them are my least favorite Rush song. That's not true. If I had to pick a least favorite, I guess probably Tyshawn is really weird. But it came from I think it's on Hold Your Fire. It came from the era of Rush that's all very synth pop, which is not a problem. I enjoy synth pop and I enjoy synth pop Rush, but I think that Tyshawn is just a little odd. It's like if Rush was thrown into the music video for Always by Erasure, it'd be that. Except that's Japan, not China. Anyways, I digress. Tyshawn's my least favorite.
If you could have superpowers to save someone's life, and it meant 4 people in your life would have explosive bowel movements every time you did, would you take it?
Would these be consistent explosive bowel movements? If yes, then I think that question deserves more thought. If it would be just a one-time thing, like I save a guy's life and they're like, oh, and then they're done until I save another guy's life, I think that my family would need to just suck it up because I'm saving lives here and all they're doing is losing their lunch out their butts. So I think that, I think that if it was just a one-time, then yeah, I think I would take the superpower. If it wasn't, I think that maybe someone who hated their family would need would be a better superhero. I would be the hero that Gotham would want, but not the hero that Gotham would need.
Okay. Let's see here. Which ones did I miss? Better than... Explain why... Dat Pumpkin's Epic is better than Rush's? Wait.
No, you know what? Daft Punk's Epic is good, but Eric, Daft Punk didn't write an epic. Daft Punk wrote a rock opera. There's a difference. Rock opera is multiple songs that create one story. An epic is one song that creates a story, but it's a very long song. So, Daft Punk's what's the name of the album? What's the name of the album?
Is it like aerodynamic?
No. The name of the movie is Interstellar 555. There's 4 5s. But I can't remember what the name of the album is. It's Discovery. Discovery is the name of the album. And Discovery is multiple songs that create one story. Like The Who's Tommy, or The Who's Quadrophenia, or Pink Floyd's The Wall. A rock epic like Rush's 2112, or Yes's Starship Trooper, or maybe Genesis' Trick of the Tail. It's a little short, but that is one song that tells a whole story. So yes, Daft Punk's epic is good, or Daft Punk's rock opera is good, but as Rush has never created a rock opera, can't really compare. It's like trying to compare apples and
Of course,
airplanes.
everyone. That's our
So.
Oh, how much chuck could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck could?
An amount, I think. It depends. It depends on the strength of the woodchuck and how much training the woodchuck has had in chucking wood. Really, I think it depends again on the strength of the woodchuck and the size of the wood too. If it's smaller pieces of wood, I think the woodchuck could ultimately chuck more wood because it's smaller repetitive movements as opposed to one large strength-based movement. If the question was how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could Chuck Norris, that I guess implies that the woodchuck is in fact at least 50% Chuck Norris, which would I think would allow him to chuck more wood than your typical average woodchuck. If you need any more information about this one, just look at the Geico commercial about woodchucks, because they chuck a lot of wood if they have to.
Yeah.
So.
Next question. Do you like me? What?
Well, Mark, you're a really cool dude. I enjoy your company. I think you're a really great friend, but I just don't think of you that way. I'm sorry. I am so pleased that you are asking about me in a romantic sense, and I'm honored and flattered. But truly, honestly, I don't think that I would be a good romantic interest for you. I'm not attracted to you in that way. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't cry, buddy. It's okay. It'll be okay. I know you're laughing to cover it up, but it'll be fine. I promise.
Very, very funny. Let's see here. Is that all on that page? I think so. And I think we're almost down to the last question. Wait, are we? Okay, I'll just make this the last question.
No, man, I'll answer them all. I still got 10 minutes until work.
Alrighty. I can't actually read the writing, so.
Thanks a lot, Eric.
No, it's not. It's not his.
Oh, it's your
Okay.
your writing?
Yeah, it's my writing. I wrote it really fast.
Mark.
Anyhow, okay. Last question. What's your favorite position?
Standing. Sitting is good. I also like laying down. Also, I like the position I think I'm a big fan of the pro-choice position. I'm also a big fan of the satellite positions. Not a big fan of your hand positions because you're wigging me out when you're moving the camera. So yeah, I typically fall in a more liberal position. And yeah, that is what she said. I position myself liberally. Zing! Alright. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Thanks for letting me interview.
NBD dog.